Peter, we need chips.
Chips?
Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying. No, they changed the chips. Yeah. And a Coke, okay?
Looks like Harry's already making a ruckus.
You know what? Never mind. You bottle of water, so I'm gonna get one.
Couple limps so far.
Which C, sir? C8. Sorry, C8.
Matt L limps in with King Queen. Harry's thinking about it with Deuce 4.
Raise.
He calls.
35.
Scott makes it 35 with Ace Queen.
Sean's gonna look him up with deuces.
Back to Matt with King Queen, who's dominated by Scott.
That's actually the first Matt with 3-4. That's the second Matt right now calling with King Queen.
Right.
See,
I'm
it's going to be
confused.
so confusing.
I'm
yes.
already confused.
Matt is right next to Matt.
It's like everyone's calling. 5-way action to the flop.
Yeah, nobody called Harry last time when he bet, but everybody calls this Scott.
Well, 6-3, 6-6-3.
Check.
And Matt, who called with the 3-4, is very likely to continue on this board if somebody puts in a continuation bet.
Everyone checks to Sean, who has deuces, and he's thinking about just putting a bet out there to protect the equity he has with deuces.
And he does. You bet 60 or 160? 60?
I think he bet 60. Matt S folded the best hand, so now Sean actually has the best hand, but
Yes,
Harry's going to
160.
make a stab at it. Here we go.
Oh, I knew it was 160. See, there it is. Harry makes it 160.
It's pretty tough to call here with deuces. And I don't know if Sean is familiar with Harry.
I think he is, because if I remember something about Sean, he's a pretty solid player. And I don't think he'd be making this call against too many opponents. He could be making me look silly, and I could be completely wrong, but if I remember him right.
Well, 9 of spades on the turn changes nothing. See if Harry continues.
280.
280.
He does. Harry and Sean with about the same amount behind. They both started the hand with over 1,000. The problem here is, well, Sean wants to go with his instincts. I mean, you can see it on it. You can read his whole face. He's like, I want to go with my instincts, but my gosh, what am I going to do? Just call all the way down with deuces? Now I got myself in this predicament, and that's why it's just tough to call on that flop. If you don't have a plan for the hand, it's just so tough. Sometimes your plan is you just want to call and see what happens. If they're going to show strength, maybe they'll check to you on the turn. And maybe that's what Sean's plan was. But tough hand to play, even if you feel you're right.
I think Sean is trying to put Harry on a hand.
Call.
What would Harry play in this manner?
Good call for Sean.
And he calls.
Can he call one more
guess-
time? Because Harry is capable of pulling the trigger 3 times, 3 barrels for sure.
I mean, the only draw there is 4 or 5. So Sean's either putting Harry on.
Yeah, he
4 or
doesn't think
5
Harry has
or-
deuce 4, especially when he has 2
Yeah.
deuces, right?
So either 4 or 5 are just complete air, which Harry does have.
Bet 300.
Harry bets 300 on the river. I think Sean's going to call now.
Yeah, I'm surprised Harry bet's so small. Usually I'm used to Harry just like, all in. And maybe he's trying to make this look like a value bet bluff.
Yeah. You can see Sean barely has over 300. I think if Sean calls and Harry loses, Harry's going to put in even more action for the show after this hand. So I'm rooting for a call. And he does call. Wow. Good
And
call.
Harry's still staring at him. 4 high.
What a good hand to start the show. And Harry does not look very happy. How can you call with deuces?
Well, they put you on shit.
That's what I put you on. I wonder what would happen if he had shoved. You know, and you can say, well, if he called 300, he's going to call another 300 because he had 600 total behind Sean did, and he called half of a stack. So will he call all of it with deuces? Will that make a difference? I always wonder. It's so tough to do. But if you know you're right, can you do it? You know, call a triple barrel with deuces with the smallest pair.
Even just 300 is really hard because it looks like Harry wants to get called.
Then you don't have to show.